What is going on, man? All right. I'm sideways.
You
I'm side.
sideways now. You was
I'm
you was
sideways.
right the first time.
I'm
You was
sideways.
you upside downwards now.
Oh,
You was right the first time. You right now.
see
Right
this.
now you right.
All right. So this is the problem. On my screen, you sideways, and I'm sideways too. We could flow. I can do it like this. I can do it like this. I just want to check in. You know what I mean? Test it. See how we looking.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
it
Let
looks.
people know. Huh?
I said it looks straight now. I just
Okay.
don't know what it look like on
It's
your side.
sideways
Though.
on my end. I don't know what's going on. I might have to use my laptop. That's probably what we was using before.
Okay.
But yeah, man. The gangster and the preacher and the gangster, man. You know, we trying to get everything worked out. So, y'all bear with us. You know what I mean? We got to figure out how we're going to record these episodes. If we're going to use the same devices we was using before, or we're going to try something different. But we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We got some rough patches.
We working out
We're
the kinks.
working up the kinks. But we be back next Thursday live full effect. We're going to talk about what we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about relationships, man. Like that just seems to be the topic of a conversation, in our generation, especially the generation behind us, which is what, Generation Z, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I
You
guess so.
know what I mean? People trying to figure out the right person, how to find the right person, you know what I mean? How to work the relationship. So it seemed like this is a conversation that's gonna continue to go forward until further notice. But
But I
hey,
mean,
but we're going to talk about other
relationships can
stuff too.
be relationships can be family, friends.
Yeah,
Relationships is across the board. I mean, that's what we're trying to figure out. So
yeah.
I don't have
So
no problem with it.
yeah. So we gonna be talking about like G said. We're gonna talk about relationships, but all different types of relationship. But for certain and for sure, it seems as though people that don't have somebody want somebody, and they don't know how to find somebody. And some of the people that have somebody don't know how to work it the way it needs to be worked to be successful to keep that somebody. So, but nevertheless, we're gonna be probably touching on that every week. But we're gonna talk about a whole lot of different other things
Yeah, yeah.
besides just relationship. We don't want to beat y'all down or burden y'all down with relationship. There's so many
Because
hot
I'm not
button
a
topics out there.
I'm not a relationship expert. I can just give you my expertise on you know how I feel.
But
I don't want to get into in windows and how and who's wrong and who's
right,
right.
right.
I don't want to go viral for saying some shit that hey, it's my opinion, might not be your opinion either. But hey, I'm willing to share mine. How about you?
And
You
that's
know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
what and that's what makes you an expert. You may be not an expert in other people's relationships, but you're gonna be an expert in your relationship, right? And even though these individuals that call themselves relationship experts, that that has a untruth
Yeah,
undertone, right?
I believe
Because
they full of shit too.
yeah, because all relationships
Yeah,
are not the same. All
yeah,
relationships
and
needs
and
and
I
calls
don't
for
think,
different things.
and I don't believe relationships are perfect at all.
Right. But every relationship have practical principles.
Yeah,
So this is what these relationship experts talk about. They talk about the practical principles that drives a relationship to become healthy, such as communication. Right? No
yeah,
relationship can function without communication. And it
communication
doesn't necessarily take an
for sure.
expert to tell you that, but it does, and it may take someone that studies communication to help you work through how to communicate, right? So in that sense, it makes them a expert, you know what I mean, or a relationship expert, if you will. But these are some of the things we're going to talk about, kind of break down. We're going to get into, we're going to touch on, and like I said, we're going to touch on other topics that's out in this
Yeah,
world.
we got we
You know
got
what I
a
mean?
segment of the show. hot topics that we're
Absolutely.
gonna dive into the, topics that's being spoke about at this moment, as far as though social media wise and what's going on in the news. So
Yeah, man. How you
we'll
feeling,
be,
man? How you feeling? How
man,
was your week so far?
I can't complain. I can't complain
All
at
right.
all. I can't complain.
You got plans this weekend?
Nah, man, I let the chips fall where they may, man. I might be outside, I might be inside. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah,
never know. You
yeah.
never know with me.
Right, right.
I feel like going outside, though. Tell you the truth, but
Really?
it just depends. It just depends, man. You know
Right.
what
I
I'm saying?
feel you. I hear you. I
Depends,
hear you. I hear you.
man. And if the family chilling, I'ma chill, man. You know.
Hey, man. Sometimes you got to take full advantage when everybody's laid back, everybody chilling, because you know you're a busy dad, man.
Man,
All
hey,
your
man,
boys are involved in
I tell
everything.
you, man, I be road runner, man. I be ripping and running, man. I be trying to make sure everybody good, man. You know, so that's how it be sometimes. Like I said, I love what I do, man. I can't
Right.
complain, man.
Yeah.
I just like to see the kids grow up, man, and
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. You know, this shit. I mean, even relationships with your kids,
Mm-hmm.
stuff that. Life be doing its thing, man. I just be
Yeah.
want to,
We're gonna have to dig into that too, man, because I can't lie to you. It's something that I've been thinking about hesitantly to even kind of, talk about fathers and their relationship with their kids, and fathers not being in a home and how to have a relationship with your
yeah,
kids, or and the hard topics of when the significant other makes it difficult for you to have a relationship with your kids,
yeah,
right? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's a big, that's a big deal, and it's a touchy subject because you know real emotions be involved. So
Yeah, man.
it's like you wanna speak your truth, but you don't know who your truth may hurt. You know what I'm
Right. Yeah.
saying? So it's like,
And
your truth can be so much of the truth that even somebody they know the truth that you
mm-hmm.
spitting, but
Uh-huh.
the feelings, the emotions behind it
Exactly.
is
Exactly.
a touchy subject to talk about because everybody don't want to get put back there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So some
Right.
people just rather avoid it,
Yeah.
don't talk about it, sweep it under the rug, mayhaps, you know what I'm saying? So me, I try I try to be as open as I can about that, man, because I done been through all the situations that a cat can throw at you. So
Bruh, look,
I don't
like I
I I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because my thing is when I talk to young guys, man, I be trying to lead them the way, man, to like trying not to make these mistakes that I made.
right,
So I have to tell them my truth because
right.
it is a painful road if you go down some of those
Man,
avenues that I've been
man,
down,
talk about
some
it.
of those
Talk about it.
avenues that I've been down. I don't know how I made it out on the other side,
Yeah.
real on stressful
Right.
wise. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
I'm crazy stressing, and I don't got nobody to help me. Because you
Mm-hmm.
really can't help that situation. It's just a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't
Yeah.
matter what you do, who you call,
Mm-hmm.
the laws get involved.
Mm-hmm.
It don't
Mm-hmm.
matter what all that goes on. Nothing can help it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wish I could push a button and be like, help is done and it's over, and I don't gotta
Mm-hmm.
worry about it. I can just be a dad about it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you gotta deal with so many layers of it that it get out of hand and you can't control it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It just snowball into this mess where you just want to be a dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yes, I
I don't.
do, man.
I would rather. I would rather be like, let's come to a mutual agreement. I don't like you. You don't like me. I'm cool with that. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
But we have a kid to raise,
right.
so I'm more on your. You don't understand. I'm more on your side because I love my kid
Mm-hmm.
and I want them to grow without this feeling that my mom and dad, they don't like each other, they hate each other. That only me and you got to know that. We ain't got to share the shit with the world.
Bruh, we're gonna have to come back and talk about it, man. Emotionally, we got to make sure we had a good space that
Yeah,
we don't sound
yeah.
like
I,
we
and you and
complaining
check this.
or blaming, but we just want to spit
And
game about how to
so
move differently.
I'm
You
gonna
know what I'm
tell you
saying?
something. I'm gonna tell you something, cause like when we do it, it's good. It's good. It's good to do it because this is like when they say uh the revolution will be televised.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good because this is recorded,
Right.
and whatever you want to say and what you really want to say, or you really want to you 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 really want to put out there, heartfelt wise, because it ain't
Mm-hmm.
got to be malice or evil or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But having that, it's a lot of man. It's a lot of people going through what you go through,
Yeah.
and you don't realize that because you just in your
Yeah.
bubble, and you just got all this pressure on your shoulders. Whereas a lot of guys and a lot of females and males that's going through this kind of stuff with their families
Mm-hmm.
and don't have nobody to talk to. So I just like to share my experience. So for a cat to learn, like, yo, don't do some things I did, and you
Mm-hmm.
can do some things I did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it can be rougher than I've had it. I had it rough, but it can be rougher. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes,
had to I
buddy.
had to I had to be I had to be Malcolm X said sometimes by any means necessary,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to be Martin Luther and turn the other cheek. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yes, I do
So people
understand,
don't
man.
know, people don't understand what you're going through unless somebody that been through
Been
it with
through
you.
it.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you want to be the bigger person, but
They
at
make it hard, bro.
times, man,
They
you
make it
like,
hard. You make
you
it
know what I'm
hard.
saying? You like, yo, am I supposed to let somebody step on my neck and crush me? I personally, I don't think so. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
yeah,
Because
hold that thought, man, because I
man,
don't want to.
I
I
don't know. We might gotta do that next week.
That's
Because
fine. We can do
because
that.
because
We
I'm open to it
yeah
and I feel like it's a time
yeah
for it because I feel I'm gonna just put it like that. I think it's a time for it because a lot of family members, friends of mine, they go they go through a lot of they got to go through a lot of stuff daily with their situations like that, and it's hard to do, and it's hard when you don't got nobody to talk
yeah
to or somebody to understand,
yeah.
because especially males, like, we don't talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Mm-hmm.
talk about it until some drama happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, oh, they got drama over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why it gotta get like that? So yeah, that's gonna be our topic for next week.
Okay.
We're gonna put that together.
We put it together, and that's our topic for next week. So I need y'all to tune in,
Yeah.
give us
So
some
I
feedback,
don't know. I
get in
don't
the
know, but
chat.
I don't want to name it yet. But I give it a
All right,
name
all right.
we can post it and everything, and we can go
Okay,
IG live,
okay.
and we can, if some guys and some ladies want to chime in, we can,
Or maybe do it Facebook Live too.
all right,
I think we get you know what I'm saying, like we can
yeah,
use both of the platforms.
yeah, we
You
can
know
do
what I
that.
mean? Because
We can do
I'm pretty sure like you can go live on IG and Facebook at the same time.
Oh man, you gotta show me that way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna look into that follow up, but I'm pretty sure on the same device. So that way you get more eyes, we can get more people in the chat, we can get some feedback because
Damn, cuz
this
I
this
don't even know
top,
where you came up with that one from. Shit,
bruh.
boy.
You when we talk about it, you gonna know where it came up because
I,
you already touched on it, man. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
know.
got kids, bro,
You
and
see
it's hard, bro.
you see you ain't even had to say something.
Yeah,
I feel your pain. You feel me?
bro, it's hard,
I
man.
feel your pain.
It's hard, bro.
You know
It's
what
hard.
I'm
It's
saying?
tough.
Like,
It's
I
tough.
feel your pain, bro.
It's
Like
tough.
it's hard. It's hard balancing. You know what I
It's
mean?
tough.
Cause I heard a cat Charleston White say, I'm gonna end it with this.
Okay.
He says the father is gonna be the bad guy no matter what.
Yep.
Because he has to be the disciplinarian.
Yep.
And I say, damn. So no matter what, you have to give the straightening no matter what time of day it
Mhm.
is,
Mhm.
what life's going to happen, how sweet you want to be, and that you got to give the real about real life. Mama can cradle, mama
Mhm.
can step over little things and make life great. But you the one has really seen some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You done been through some stuff. You know stuff about your mom and your dad
Mhm.
that that you got to tell the kid the real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
you got to be the one that ain't sugarcoating nothing.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man.
So I
Yeah, man.
understand that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand that you got to be the guy that's standing on business.
Yeah. I mean, but also that's a form of protection, right? Like we put the narrative
Hell yeah.
as we got to be the bad guy, but the truth of the matter is, that um stern uh ruling is about protecting them,
That's the
not
number
necessarily
one.
being a bad guy, right? You know what I mean? It's really about protecting them. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. With the young men that we both talk to, we both mentor in our own respected places. We giving them game for protecting them
Exactly.
from making some of the same mistakes or missteps. We made in our lives. We don't want them to do. So that's a form of
Exactly.
protection. Like they say we don't want to be the bad guy because subconsciously what they're trying to manipulate us to be and think to be the bad guy, right? We can't show empathy or sympathy to our kids. We always got to be hard
Right.
and rough and tough, and we
Right.
gotta change that narrative, right? You know what I mean? Like there's a time and a place for everything.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For
But man, I'm looking forward to next week, man. Next week it's
I
gonna be
guess.
it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be legit. It's gonna be legit. But
And we gonna get down to the get down. You heard me.
yeah,
We're gonna get down to
yeah,
the get down, man, for real,
yeah.
because that's I think people want to really hear Mel's perspective about what they really going through and what they feel
Hmm.
how they should be
I agree.
about
I agree.
that.
I
What
agree.
position you
Yeah,
take?
yeah.
Do you
I
do you
agree.
stand your ground? You know what I'm saying? Like, do
Hmm.
you break or do you fold? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what do you do? So for sure.
All right, y'all.
But
This the gangster and the preacher, man. We just come in to check in, make sure we kind of got everything lined up,
well,
signed up.
let's touch a little bit on the conversation. What we supposed to be what we conversating today,
Wh-
man? What you
Which one? What?
you
The
sent me today.
communication?
You said. I want to know why you brought this situation up. You brought this situation up to me, and what is today's look? Listen, today's topic on appreciating the gangster is is it what would
Mar-
you say? Is
mar-
it
mar-
marriage
it's,
versus being single?
yeah, marriage and singleness.
So I mean, is it single? Is single life like having a girlfriend or having what? Like, is that still single life? Like,
I mean, it depends on how you want to define it. Like
Cause
if you ain't
if you
married, you
got a
single,
girlfriend, she
right?
damn near your wife. So
Exactly. So you still single to some degree.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that shit.
Like I said, it depends on how you want to define it. You know what I mean?
But
From from from
I want to know. I
from
want
a
to know. I want to know where all this is coming from. I
I,
want to
I
know
can't
what.
I can't necessarily tell you because I ain't asked permission from the individuals that I've been talking to. Because so
What does that
listen,
mean?
look, bro, I I I my wife, we both together we do individual counseling and we also do couple counseling when it comes to relationships,
Right,
right? So this came from me talking to various
right,
people about
right,
relationships, where they at in their relationships. So I
right.
thought about it, right? And then I thought about me being married, right? And then you think about like if if I was if I was single, what would my life be like? I'm married, I'm here, I know what my life
Go,
is like.
get out of here. Go, 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 go. Hey yo. I told you. I
I
told you
know,
he was
I
gonna
know,
come. I
I
told you
know.
eventually he was gonna
That's
come
why I
in.
told you we need to wind it
All right,
up, bro.
and I
We
do
need to
that
wind it
right,
up.
and I do that. Go, close my door. Close my door, yo.
So
I
that's
knew he
that's
was going. That's why I said, don't worry about it. I said he gonna end up popping in here one day. He's standing by the window and just be looking. I said he itching one day to pop through here. So
I'm
I
surprised.
already
I'm
knew he was
surprised.
gonna
I'm
do it.
surprised my little one ain't come down here yet.
But
But that's
but
where it started
so
from.
you so you talking to people, do you so counseling people, do you intertwine yourself with that, or you
No,
just listen? So you
no.
just listen.
A little bit of both. A little bit of more listening, uh, and depending on what the topic is, I do some talking, right? Because a lot of times when you are doing counseling, a large part of it is allowing people to get out what's in them, right?
Right.
And to help them think clearly when it comes to attempting to resolve an issue, and sometimes it's not an issue, it's just something that they are feeling, something they're thinking, but they never act on it. So sometimes, a lot of times, it's not an issue, it's just dealing with that emotion or dealing with that thought. But, in other occasions, there are actions or behaviors that needs to be addressed.
So but you don't give advice.
Um, it's not necessarily advice. I give them strategies.
I like
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
That's my
Because
new word. Strategy. You heard me.
so it's more about giving them strategies than giving them
I
advice.
got you. Yeah,
You know what I
because see,
mean?
I'm saying, see, I couldn't be a counselor like you because I be giving niggas advice. I I knew you wasn't gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say, "No, I don't give advice." Cause I'm like, "Nah, I don't think I should give advice." But yeah,
No.
strategy. I would have
Yeah.
to come up with strategies so
Yeah.
people can do strategies. Cause
Exactly. Because
giving advice ain't good on my
right,
end.
because giving advice is almost telling somebody what to do.
And telling your opinion what you
Right.
should do, what I
Right.
should do. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I don't
So
think.
so yeah. So I typically give them a strategy. Give them a way to navigate through it, but also put them in a position where they can see themselves, right? In other words, allowing them to have self awareness, right? Because in relationships, what happens if you don't walk into a relationship having self awareness, then you do things unbeknownst to you that affects the other person negatively, right? And a lot of things that you may do maybe may come from your past relationship. So you're doing things to protect yourself, but you're not aware that you're doing it because you don't have no self
Right.
awareness. right? Or you get in a relationship and because you don't have no self-awareness, again, you lose yourself in a relationship. So you start morphing into what that other person wants you to be, and then you wake up one day and be like, well, who am I?
Oh, okay. You like see you were like see that see I was watching. I'm gonna tell you was watching the movie Dream Girls, right?
Uh-huh.
And Jamie Foxx. That's what I don't know. Like I was trying to figure like because people be saying stuff like what you just said and
Mm-hmm.
said, but sometimes your partner don't have that. I don't know what to even call it. Like sometimes you like a man, like you mold a woman into her herself a little bit. Like if she don't have that, like being a street guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of women ain't hustlers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can teach that
Mm-hmm.
if she willing to listen, how to
Mm-hmm.
get money, how to hustle, how to
Mm-hmm.
and then we ain't talking about illegal, nothing
Right,
illegal,
right,
like
right.
just a move and a shaker. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Right.
a girl, you might meet a girl you like her, she might not even be on that level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She might just be a job girl or just be like, I don't know how you make extra money and how
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like so my thing was like you build somebody up. You build somebody up and if they feel like they don't know who they are because you made them into
Mm-hmm.
something that they wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
they might look at you a different kind of way, like because they saying like they don't do something that they really want to do. A person might not even know what they want to
Yeah.
do, but you trying to you're not trying to make them, but you trying to give them a little bit of, little something to make the clock tick to make you say you might figure out something. You know what I'm saying? Like you might, cause me, I got many different hats, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So you might not be used to a guy like me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You might not understand how it works.
Right.
So how you just said like going into a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
like you got to know who you are. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I think that both sides don't even know who they are when they try to force a relationship on each other, like just because you love each
Right.
other. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
like you might not y'all might not even fit that well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So when I say you got to know who you are, I don't mean you got to know what you like.
Right.
Like knowing what you like and know who you are is two different things,
Right.
right? If I ask you, cause tell me about yourself,
Right.
right? Most people say, well, I'm from Baltimore, but I moved to, Carolina. I do this, I like this, and da 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 da. You're telling me the things that you like to do. You're
Right.
telling me where you live, but no, tell me who you are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so now when I ask you who you are, I'd be like, well, um, I'm a father, but this is the
Right.
type of father that I am.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur, and I
Right.
move in these different places.
Right.
You just said like I'm a man that wear many hats,
Right.
right? And so you can go into subpar details of what those hats are. Why?
I
Because
got.
that's a description of
I
who
got.
you are, and intertwining all of that, you're putting your character on display as
I
well,
got.
right? So when someone know who they are, number one, you can tell in how they speak about themselves, right?
Okay.
Because one of the things about people that know who they are, they've done the work.
Right.
People that have not done the work don't know who they are. They only can tell you what they do.
Right. But what if
You
you really
feel me?
like that? Well, so I understand. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you really like that person? Are you supposed to embed yourself with that person to try to see if they,
That's not for me to say.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's up to that individual. See, a lot of times now that we're older, and I look at relationships differently, right? I can look at relationships in a whole lot of different
A
seasons.
whole lot.
I look,
Yeah.
what I mean, I can look at relationships when I was, between the ages of just say 15 and 17,
Right.
and then 18 to 20,
Right.
and then 20 to 25 or
Right.
27, 27 to 35. You know what I mean? So I can look at these different seasons of relationships and kind of go back and look and say, when I was between 15 and 17, it wasn't necessarily about relationships. It's about how many girls can I get, right?
Right.
You know
Right. Right.
what I'm saying? And
Right.
then
Right.
from
Right.
17 to say 20, it was about, can I get the
Right.
baddie? You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
And then from 20 to 27 is a combination of 15 to 17. So it's like, how many girls can I get? But all of them got to be baddies,
Right.
right? And so from 27 to like 35, it's like, all right, I'm ready to settle
Yeah,
down,
trying to get serious. It
right?
gets serious.
And so it all depends on where your mentality at, what type of woman you're looking for. Because if you haven't mature or find
Right.
purpose or know what you want to do in life, you're gonna pick the baddie versus the one that is a baddie in so many other areas
Right.
besides this one single area is the way they look. You ain't looking at a character, you're not looking how she can help you fulfill purpose, you ain't looking at, is she willing to sacrifice and support you in your journey? You know
Right.
what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But if you understand what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go, that's how you're gonna choose what person you with. Because the outer appearance is a plus. It's not the main thing anymore. Right?
Right.
So it flips around. It's like, no, I need a woman with character. I need someone that's honest. I
Right.
need someone that's
Right.
smart. Depending on what you're trying to do, like, I need a woman that, if you're an entrepreneur, like, she has to be able to do something. She has to either, be good at accounting,
Right. Right. Right.
or you know
Gotta
what I
be
mean,
a
or
gotta
reading
be an added
contracts.
addition. Yeah.
Yeah, or she got good people skills. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you
Exactly.
choosing a mate differently as you get older, right? And I don't mean by age, but I'm talking about experience, the way you think,
Experience.
the way you
Yeah.
approach life. That's the type of maturity I'm talking about. I ain't
Yeah.
talking
Nah.
about
Nah. Nah. For
even
sure.
though I
You.
put it in even though I put it in numbers, I think that's more
Nah. Nah. You
easier
right.
a easier concept to understand how we thinking in those particular
I,
age groups, right?
I think that you. I think you put it perfectly though, because it goes. I think it goes levels.
It's
I
okay.
think. I think it goes levels like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just the maturity. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to, because that's when you realize, like the fun girls at the young age, that's just that moment. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, yeah,
Right.
like the fun girls, yeah, they fun as hell. But
Mm-hmm.
you get older, you get in your 30s and shit, you be like, that's all you know is
Yeah.
fun
Yeah, bro.
and
It's about
shit.
that business.
Now
Yeah.
I'm working hard, and
Yeah,
some
bro.
people be working two jobs and going to school, and you know what I mean.
Trying to
You be like,
play catch up in
you
life.
look, you
Yeah.
still trying to have fun, like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's why
Like, man, I
this
done,
cause this
hey
is
man,
why
look,
some of these women that accomplish things, they say, I want somebody on my level.
yeah, I
That's why these women are
understand that.
saying that. You know
I
what I mean?
understand that because
That
men, I know what women say that because men mostly still trying to have fun damn near till like 35, and then niggas be like,
35, 38,
damn, where
yeah. I
the
mean, women
women
do
at? I be
too.
like, shit, they done got wiped up, my boy. Goddamn, you was bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? You got 30 and you was bullshitting. You was goddamn still trying to goddamn BSCIAA and shit. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
shit, they done did that enough where though they got them making money and doing their things,
Yep.
and Cash be still talking about having fun, and you like, you want to settle down and establish a family and all that, man, and be like, man, what you got
Yep.
leftovers? You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And you sitting around like damn, like I ain't got nobody to take care of me, and nobody don't want to take care of me. Like, hell nah, like hell nah. You all old and stuck in your ways and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't
Mm-hmm.
build nothing
Yep.
with nobody.
You
You
ain't
know what
done
I'm
nothing.
saying?
You
Like,
ain't come. Mentally, you're not there
nah,
because
you just barely
again, right?
you
Again,
just
because you haven't
barely
done the
getting
work.
to the point. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you haven't
saying?
done the
Like,
work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
you know.
but for men, I think being a man, but I got married young. I got married when I was 25.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So some of those things, no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me, you know what? I ain't even gonna go there. But don't get
Why you ain't gonna go there? This
it.
what the show for.
Don't look.
This what the show
Even though
for.
even though I first got married when I was 25, don't get it twisted.
Nah, well, what I'm
The
saying
boy,
is,
your boy had a
what I'm
Rolodex. Trust me.
what I'm saying is, it's like, yo,
But
when you, if you don't, if you don't, if you don't go through that phase, you end up learning the hard way late in life,
yeah, bro,
and
because you get
it
married.
might be
Yes.
kind of too late for you to figure out what kind
No.
of woman that's gonna be
What?
by your side
Yeah,
and
but
what's
Twan, this
gonna have
what.
your back. You know what I'm
What?
saying?
What?
Because I've been there.
Mm,
I remember, man. I remember a guy I used to know in back in the day, man, around the way. He had the flyest girl, man. His wife was like, she was fly, like she was pretty, she was light skinned, all that, looked good, you know. And I used to hear the older ladies always saying like she wanted him for his money. He was a big time drug
mm,
dealer, you know what I'm saying? And they all used to hear little whispers and stuff like the older ladies like she don't want him nothing for his money. She using him for his money and all that kind of stuff. And years years passed by, I got a little older and everything, and he fell off. He fell off hard, and she left him.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like she left him, and that was one of the examples. Me being young, like damn, like girls really do that. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like I put that in my back of my head, like damn, girls just be all this and all that for you, but just use you up, and then if you fall, don't even
Look my
even
way.
try. Like, don't
Right.
even try to say I'm sorry. I want to help you out.
Right.
Just leave you in the dust.
Right.
I was like, oh man, that's crazy. I was like, so that made me build trust issues because I'm
Yeah.
learning from like, damn, y'all want to get money like him. I want to do things like him, and I'm like, damn, a pretty girl just get up, and I thought she'd love you forever because you
Right.
got the paper. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Nah, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably the worst thing you can do is throw paper out there to somebody and throw money out there to somebody hoping they gonna love you. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that shit is not reciprocal at the end, dog. Like that shit that'll break your heart. He ended up being why he ended up being a sad puppy because she left. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
just cause he ain't have no money no more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he ended up being a regular guy with a job. You know what I'm saying? Like
This the thing. This the thing that people need to understand when it comes to relationships. Every relationship has conditions, bro. This idea of finding someone that loves you just for you,
yeah.
it has some truth in it. But every relationship have conditions, right? And you want one of those conditions to be love, right?
Yeah.
You want one because that love is what's going to keep that person beside you when you go through those tough times,
Right.
right? So you do want one of those conditions to be
For
love,
sure.
but don't get it twisted, bro.
Yeah.
Like love is not the only condition for a
Nah.
relationship,
Yeah.
and whoever tells you that
Overrated.
is lying to you,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit overrated.
You know what I mean?
I had a
I'm
conversation.
I ain't in my OG phase, but I'm definitely at the Onk stage. So this is Onk
Yeah,
telling you.
I talk,
Don't let nobody tell you the only condition to make a relationship work is love, bro. Don't let nobody tell you that.
right.
Don't let nobody
Nah,
fool you
hey,
that,
look
bro.
here.
It's not true.
I talk to the OGs, so I
Every
already
relationship,
know, like,
every relationship has
that
conditions,
shit,
bro.
hey, man,
I'm just
look
telling
here.
you,
That shit is overrated. You heard me.
right? So,
That shit is
Twan,
overrated,
check this
man.
out. Check this out. And I just thought about this. If relationships didn't have conditions, then when you say your marriage vows,
Right.
what are they?
Shit, they
They are
conditions, ain't they? Yeah,
exactly.
they conditions
So
for
every
sure.
relationship has conditions, bro. So
Yeah.
don't let if you're in a relationship and someone tells you, "Oh, all we need is love," Don't don't
Yeah,
fall for it. I don't care.
vows,
I don't care. Right.
vows
I
for
don't care if it's
sure.
coming from either
The
side. If a
vows
woman tells
for
you
sure.
that,
Because can you really
if
be
a
with
woman
somebody when they sick? You know what I'm saying? Can you
yeah,
take care of somebody while they sick? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
kudos, great.
you
You
know what I'm
found a
saying?
good one. You
Yeah,
found a good one.
yeah.
But
I
sometimes, bro,
know you for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
if you fall off and she leave you, one of the conditions was you had to be a provider.
Yeah,
And if you can't
yeah.
provide, that may be the one condition. Like,
Crazy,
nah,
crazy.
nah,
That's crazy.
nope, nope.
That's true.
I gotta
That's true.
roll. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like when and hear my heart when I say this. I am not condoning this, but I'm just using it as an example. When men go out and cheat on a significant other, one of the conditions is you got to meet this man where he's at when it comes to
Hey
his
man,
sexual. His
hey man,
I'm just
hey
look, bro.
man, say it
I'm
with your
just being
chest, cuz.
honest, bro.
Say it with your chest.
I'm not making excuses because
Say it with your
we
chest.
as men have to take ownership and responsibility
Responsibility,
and have some
for sure.
what's the word I'm looking for? Uh
But accountability.
no, sorry, accountability. Yeah, accountability, but it's another word I'm looking for. What's another word I'm looking for? Um
So men ain't the only ones that fall off. Cause
yeah,
I
I
want you to
know.
know that.
But I'm just using that
Bring these
example, right?
topics up, so when you bring these topics up, man, we can't be one
No,
sided. Cause like
I'm not being
we
one
can't
sided,
be
bro.
one
But
sided.
I'm not being one
Cause a
sided. But
lot
I
of
have to be
times,
honest, bro. I have to be honest. It, in men earlier years, we had our sexual peak, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like, look, if I use men as an example, I'm not digging at men. I just talked about women. Women will leave
I'm
a man
saying
if he's
though,
not a provider.
we be getting bashed on though.
Well, I'm not.
We be
Look,
getting bashed on
then
like
guess what? If we're getting bashed, then before we take the stance of I have to rebuttal, I got to stand up for my men.
defending yourself.
The first thing we got to ask ourselves is, are they saying the truth? Is it
Yeah,
the
I
truth?
mean,
If it's the truth, then instead of being defensive,
yeah.
then we got to say, you know what, that's true, but also, you know what I'm
Also, okay.
but also that's why I use resources when it comes to women, because a lot of times that's one of the main things that drive women to leave or cheat on their significant other. When a man is not providing up to the level that the woman wants to be provided for, and another man can do it, she gonna leave. And
Yeah,
on a vice versa, when it comes to men, because really, to be honest with you, depending on what type of man you are, you don't really need nothing from your woman but her.
yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
So when that's not being met, what are you going? What you're telling him is that you going to find it somewhere else. Not saying that it's right, but I'm talking
yeah,
about. Remember, we're talking about conditions, right?
yeah,
So if you're gonna be with me and you want my provision, some of my conditions is you got to make yourself available when you're available, when when that time comes.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not excusing men stepping out or women
Nah,
stepping out
nah.
because of this and that. But I'm just saying every relationship had conditions, and you got to be real and honest about those conditions and
So,
understand if those conditions aren't met,
so,
then the relationship is
so
probably
you
not going to
said
work. That's
with
all
the
I'm saying.
condition. So you saying with the conditions, it's supposed to be understanding, right?
Yes, absolutely,
All right.
absolutely.
But we don't get that understanding like that.
Then you ain't got the right one.
See, we
I'm
don't
just
get that
being honest with
understanding
you.
like that, y'all.
You ain't got
I
the
just
right one.
ain't one of those guys. Like I'm, I don't. I'm gonna say it like this, man. To a
Mm-hmm.
woman listening or whatnot, like yo, I'm just not. I'm from a different era, cause like I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this, man. Like yo, I don't know. Like we said earlier, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I'm gonna be inside or outside. You hear me?
Right,
So
right, right.
so I like this. You know what I'm saying? Like how can I put this man? Like I like my I like my woman to be a wholesome woman, but at the same time, she has to be on my level. You know what I'm saying?
One, bruh,
Like it,
you, you,
it, it
you, if you create a culture for a woman and it's opposite of who she is, it ain't gonna work, bro.
it probably
Like
ain't gonna work.
it's not gonna
Probably ain't
work.
gonna work.
She ain't gonna be comfortable, and it's not gonna be what you need from her on a consistent basis. So
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean.
right,
So you gotta find a woman that either one or two things. Let me say it like this: either you find a woman that can adapt, meaning
see,
when she's in a wholesome, she can be in a
see,
wholesome. But when you need her to,
but
act wild, she can act
see,
wild. She good.
but
Or you
listen, this is
just
what
need to
I'm
get one that just thrive
this,
in that
this is
experience.
the point I'm making though.
But that's exhausting for a person
What
though,
if
bro.
she
She living a double life.
what if she come in and she say she can handle this, or she can she roll with the punches, or she wish she got your back, or she wish you to the wheels fall off and shit. It don't be like
Then you
that a lot of
then
times.
do you roll a dice, bro? I know I can sit here and tell you, like I was on a journey and I was with somebody, and I let this person know, hey, this was happening. This is what I'm
Right.
doing. I'm making moves. You see me making moves. You see the thing working.
Look,
Pull
look,
the rug,
look,
pull the rug right underneath my feet, bro.
look,
Pull the rug right underneath my feet. So
my
trust me when I
man,
tell
look,
you.
my
Uh huh.
man, one blessed man, OG said, he said, we all want a wholesome woman. We also want a freak. See, and look here, and I was basically saying, not, I didn't say freak, but I was saying fun girl.
Right,
That's what
but
I
I
was
mean,
saying.
but you got to define that, bro, because a wholesome woman can be freaky, bro. That's not
That's true.
that's not that's not mutual inclusive. That's not mutual inclusive. But this the question you got to ask yourself: what level of freakiness are you talking about? Because ain't no
It's
wholesome.
all kind of levels.
That's what
It's all
I'm
kind of
saying.
levels.
Conditions,
It's
bro.
all
Conditions.
kind of levels to the game. You
Conditions.
hear me?
Conditions.
So she
And
might not be. She might
That's why
not
I'm
be the
saying
freak of the
conditions.
week. She might not be the freak of the week for you. You know what I'm saying? So
Conditions, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. This is what I'm saying. Conditions.
but
And this is why,
what if she try to be?
okay,
She love you. She love you. She trying to be. She trying to
then
keep up
then
with you.
then it's up to you
Yeah,
to ask
yeah,
yourself, hey, she gave a good effort. Can I continue to help her meet me where I'm at?
right,
Or I need to move on. Like you
right,
got to be honest. And you
right,
can't be mad at her and say, "Man, I wasted my time with her." No, 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 bro. It's up to you. If you know what I mean, or up to each other.
right.
Where I don't want to say it's up to you, but the two of the individuals need to come together and really sit down and be like, "Hey, we struggling in this area. Is this something you want to continue to work on, or we just need to go our separate ways because it's just going to be too much for us to give our attention to, rather giving our attention to the commitment." Because one of the reasons why people fail in
Mm-hmm.
relationships is that they make their commitment to the individuals rather than the relationship. And what I mean by that is they're so concerned about making a person happy
Yeah,
rather than making an environment
that's what I'm
happy,
saying.
making an
No,
environment joyful.
that's what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying.
saying? So what you're saying about if she's trying, that's making an environment healthy.
Yeah,
Even if she failed, she's making an environment healthy, meaning she's committed to the relationship. You may get the benefits from it because it seems like she's being committed to you, but what she's really committed to the relationship, because not only are you happy, but she gets to be happy by doing what you ask her to do, because
yeah,
it makes her happy to please
making
you.
her man happy.
Yeah,
Like that's what it
it
is.
pleases her. So it's about the commitment in a relationship,
Yeah,
not necessarily the commitment to the person. But again, going back, it's conditions, bro. It's conditions. And when people sit down and really be honest about relationships and say, these are my likes and dislikes, and really be honest about it, and not try to like surprise the other person, Because when you surprise somebody with something special, if it's heavy, they be like, "Whoa, we ain't talk about that. Whoa, you never said
Right.
that." Well, I ain't want to scare you, and I ain't want to you this, that, and the other, and
Right.
I ain't want to be too transparent. Like, nah, if this what you like, you need to say this is what you like. Don't waste her time. Don't waste your time. You know
Right.
what I mean? But also in relationship, the more comfortable and more trusting with that person, you may be willing to experience a little bit more too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but
I just
like
think
that's
in
what
a
I'm saying. It go
relationship,
both ways.
somebody, I think either way, man or woman, somebody holding back though. Somebody like or love the person enough that they not tell it they whole truth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you,
Yeah, yeah.
like
When you get older, yes, the more relationships you experience, yes, the more guardrails you put up
right,
when it comes to guarding yourself. Because again, think about what we just talked about a few segments ago about the seasons and age and experiences,
right,
right? So when you look at from 15 to 17, you don't know nothing. So it's all
no shit.
it's all good for the gander, bro. And
Right,
then from 17 to 20, you experience some stuff, but you want to experience a little bit more. So you still kind of in that space where I'm open for everything, but you probably experience a little bit of pain or a little bit of mistrust. So it's like, man, I ain't messing with her. I don't mess with no, you know,
right,
just say I don't
right,
mess with chicks that wear purple hair. Why? Because
right,
the
right,
last chick
right,
you had
right,
purple
right,
hair wasn't that good. You know what I mean? So you start creating again these conditions
right.
right around your experiences. So when you get into your late 20s and your 30s, depending on how active you were in the dating scene, you're gonna have boundaries, bro. You're gonna have conditions, if you will.
Yeah,
You're gonna have
that's
certain
what it.
things or certain
Yeah,
people that's gonna say certain things that's gonna trigger you. Be like, nah, I ain't messing
yeah.
with her.
I
Why
just
you
think
messing with her?
I just
She a Leo. I don't mess with Leos. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
think I
That's what I'm
experienced
saying.
too much too early. Like I just think uh I just think I experienced too much too early. You know what I'm saying? When I have met women, like they would always say like you did what, or you was like nah, this like yo I always tell like my girl like growing up in Baltimore, yo, it's kind of different from a lot of places. You know
Yeah, true
what I'm
that.
saying? Like I've been, you know what I'm saying, being in Carolinas and moving around so much, man. Yo, uh, like the age groups you was saying, yo, from like I'm just saying me, man. Like, and
Hmm.
I know all my partners the same. So it's like, yo, from age probably about 10 to 19, 20, like around that, before you got to get a real
Right.
job.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
we was running around bananas, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yeah.
it's no, I mean, yo, I'll really go to all these cities, bro, and I don't really see a lot of young kids doing, I be hearing dudes be like 16, 17, 19, and I hear their situations, how they came up and everything, and I be like, damn, you just started doing that at 17, bro? I be
Hmm. Yeah.
like, bro, we were doing that at 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so
But
that's
they ain't
why I said
outside the
I
way we was when we was
experienced a
growing up,
lot of
though. We
stuff.
was outside though.
I
You know what I
experienced
mean?
a lot of stuff that the average probably teenager probably wouldn't experience until they got later in their teens or in their early 20s. You know, because even I
Right.
could say my sons, you know what I mean? They just having real girlfriends and really
Hmm.
talking about going through stuff and all that kind of
Hmm.
stuff. Like, bro, like
Hmm.
shit, I had a girlfriend when I was 9. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
know what
Right.
I mean? Like, like real relationships and like I was telling my homeboy the other day. I was like, bro, I said, yo, when I was coming up, like they like P Diddy situation, right? Freaks off, right? I was like, yo, when I was coming up, freak off was like regular parties.
Hmm.
So I'm
Hmm. Yep.
that
Yep.
shit don't. So when I hear like you would meet a girl that didn't come up in Baltimore or something like that, and they say like, oh, like what was they doing and shit? Like I was like, yo, we was doing that at 13. Like I was
Yeah,
one of
bro.
those parties. I was a youngster, but guys that was like my brothers and them, they older, like they was having real freak offs, and they was teenagers. Like, bro,
Right.
like it wasn't nothing new to me to see.
Right.
So when I got they aged like 15 and 16, they was going to freak offs goddamn at the end of the runway at the hotel at Thornbury and shit, bro. Like,
Right.
I was fucking 14. So I
Right.
seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff in my life that has me judgmental about girls, about women, females, relationship wise and stuff like that. So,
but you're in a relationship right now,
yeah,
right? So
of course.
how do you work through that right now? Like, how do you stay committed to her with all these things playing around in your background and in the back of your head? Or let me now hold on. I'm sorry. Let me ask this because you brought this up. How do you stop from holding back in your current relationship, or do you hold back
like,
in your current relationship?
holding back what?
I don't know. That's what you said. You said when you experience different things, you hold back in the relationship, and that goes on a whole.
I know what you said.
That's an umbrella of things. So I don't want to point nothing out because you in the
a
house with your lady. So I don't want to.
Yeah, you ain't pointing nothing out to me, nigga. Like what? Look, check this out. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. I'm a struggling man.
Right.
Why can I put how like what I'm saying? I think a lot of relationship stuff is overrated and shit, bro. Like I understand you the preacher and all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, and it ain't even me just being gangster. It ain't even just me being gangster about the situation,
right.
bro. But I'm just telling you, like, yo, I tell youngsters all the time, bro, like, yo, stay single as long as you can, bro.
Bro, I say the same thing.
Stay single as long as you can, bro. Please, if you're not using condoms and you just run around messing with any kind of women and shit, man, like please wrap up. If you're gonna do that, man, please understand or please know the woman that you laying down with. For sure.
Real talk.
I learned that by getting older.
Real talk.
You know,
especially in these days, bro, because you don't even know if they boys or girls, bro.
Every just not even that though, cause just the
amount of bodies,
the long road that you'll go down making certain mistakes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sexual transmitted diseases.
Just cause you want to get your joint wet, yo, that's gonna probably end up with you 21 years of madness. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even want to live like that cause you want to live a grown life too early. You know what I'm saying? Like relationships to me, man, it's like managing money, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know where to put that shit. You know what I mean? You got to know how to know how to stack them. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to spend it. You got to know how to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you talking real, man.
Putting yourself in a relationship, bro, like putting yourself in a relationship and like I said, like you asking me, you really want to really know yourself so you can tell that person that you with how their self is, and don't let that person lie to you about like they can handle you and they can relate to you because they really can't. They just want somebody and they want to be, you know, they want attention. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm gonna tell you, man, like the saying goes, like girls, they like bad guys, bro. Like I'm an example of that shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the whole I really, when I got into my older age, I started really realizing like, yo, like the most wholesomest woman, like, or choose me, and I be like, girl, like, you don't need to be messing with me, like, you, like, I had to tell this plenty of times, like, girl, like I ain't stay with your man. I'm not it. I'm not I'm not what you think I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the simple
Mm-hmm.
fact that a guy like me grew up with real morals and real kind of like especially family morals, especially coming from a big family like we have, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
women are attracted to that because a lot of women don't have that kind of family structure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when they see how strong you is with your family and shit, they just assume like, oh, this is a loving man, like, oh, he's the
Mm-hmm.
best. Like, how can you wear all these hats and don't realize like all the men in my goddamn family got gray hairs, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, this shit ain't
Right.
easy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
women
Right.
are attracted to that mess. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, I'm a mess, cuz like I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, you might not want to try and tame me because I'm untamable at this moment, at this
Mm-hmm.
point in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Yeah.
I'm a wild boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know how to, I forget the word uh female put to me, compartmentalize.
Right.
And I had to look up the word, and I was like, oh shit, like, yeah, like I'm that kind of, I'm that dude. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I can
Right.
I can I can I can put all these things together and make it work. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I can make you feel like a queen. You know what I'm saying? And I can make you feel like a freak.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanting to be a queen all the time might not work for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I
Right.
because at the end of the day, I still want my freak.
Right.
So it's kind of like we playing a cat and mouse game at the while in a relationship, because you trying to keep up with me and you can't. You know what I'm saying? And I love you to death, but it's like you don't you don't have to lie to me to kick it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
it goes back to what I was saying that from when we first dived into this topic about self-awareness. Some people don't know what their limitations are. So you know what I mean? So self-awareness is just continue to discover themselves, right? So that woman trying to keep up with you could be part of her self-discovery. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, you guys have to make that decision whether you're gonna stay together or keep continue to morph and develop into this relationship that you both desire,
Right.
because that person may not know what their limitations is. So by her being with someone like you that's adventurous, that's like, oh, okay, that's exciting. I get to kind of figure out what I like, what I don't like, what I can do, what I can't do, what I won't do, what I will do. You know what I mean? And that's part of, self. I mean, that's part of development and self
Right.
awareness, right? And she'll get to a point where she'll be like, nah, we did that before. I don't like that. I ain't doing that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but
So
what if
that's
it?
a part of.
Listen, cuz
Mm-hmm.
what if that whole agenda of hers was to tame you, but she don't tell you, but she think you gonna slow down, or she might figure like you gonna slow down. You know what I'm
Then
saying? Like,
that's on
I think
her.
I
How?
but like you said, what you said earlier about what comes with with being married, and what they say,
Conditions.
conditions.
Yeah.
Like like I think a lot of women don't come up with them conditions right away. They just say, "Oh, I got him. I'm gonna get him. I'm a
Right.
you
I,
know
I've I've dealt with women like that too, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, come on. I ain't grow up in the church, bro. You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So I don't want people to think like I'm just like this just all I am is a preacher. That's who I am today,
right,
right? But before I came to God, before I had my my experience, my road to Damascus, if you will, um, I was on the street. I dealt with women that try to
right.
change me. I dealt with women that try to manipulate me.
Right.
Some succeeded.
That's what
If
I'm
I
saying.
tell if they
And
tell
a
you the
lot of
truth,
times they
but
do.
then when I woke up, I was like, oh no. Matter of fact, you had mentioned like you told a girl, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to deal with me, X, Y, and Z. That's kind of like me and my wife, like when we first met. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I'm, I'm in the process of getting my life together. You know what I mean? Like my wife ain't from Baltimore. You know what I mean? She grew up in middle class. She don't know about no hood. She don't know nothing about nothing.
Right.
But
Right.
she
Right.
came to Baltimore to go to school. And
Right.
not only did she go to school, she went to Coppin from West Baltimore. So
Right.
she going down North Avenue like, where the hell I'm at? In
Right.
Beirut? You know what I mean? Because she she don't see stuff like that. If she sees stuff like that, that's on TV. She never
Right.
experienced
Right.
anything like that. So
Right.
her seeing that stuff is like, oh my God. Like she go to Montgomery and like, what is this? Then she meet this guy that's in the middle of transforming his life from running the streets, doing this, that, and the other, to
Right.
trying to figure out and get himself together. Why? Because I had my first child when I was 19.
Right.
So
Right.
when I held my son, my firstborn at 19, a switch went off, bro. I was like, oh, I gotta get
Yeah.
myself together because
Yeah.
I don't want him to live or go through the things that I
Same
went
thing
through as
happened
a
to
kid.
me though. Same
Right, you know what I'm
happened
saying?
to
So when
me.
I held him, I was like, I gotta get myself together. And probably a year later is when I met my wife.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I'm in that in between mode. And I had to tell her, like, you gotta be like, I, I'm
You going
I'm
through
I'm
something.
not this dude,
Yeah,
right? You
you
know what I mean?
going
I'm not this
through
dude.
something right
So
now. Yeah.
right. So so part, and it's true what you said. Like part of her attraction to me is I wasn't this wholesome
Right.
middle class.
Right.
I'm rough on the edges.
Right.
You know what I mean? We dress the way we dress. We
Right.
talk the way we talk.
Right.
So you're talking about a hood dude going to church. You know what I mean? I'm wearing Tim's. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
back in
Right.
the 90s, how we dress. You know what I mean? So I'm in between that. I'm driving a Lincoln.
Right.
You know what I mean? With my
Right.
hat on back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bumping, bumping Kurt Franklin because I ain't listened to that church music. Kurt Franklin was the in between rap and
Right. Right.
gospel music. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's how I'm rolling. Like I'm pushing like that. And like for her, it's just like, well, who is this? Like, what is going on? What is all
Right.
this
Right. Right.
going on? You know what I mean? So all that being said, like what you're saying has some truth
Right.
to it, has some merit to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, every relationship has conditions, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like every relationship has conditions, and I think when people be honest about those conditions, but not only be honest with those conditions, but be honest of where they at in their life, I think they'll have more success not only finding someone but keeping someone, because the best ability in any relationship is flexibility.
Right. Right. See, that's what I
You
am.
know what I
I'm
mean?
flexible. I'm
You gotta be
flexible. I'm
flexible. You know what I'm
flexible.
saying?
I can. You know what I'm saying? I can balance the scale. You feel me? Like
You know what I mean?
I
You gotta
balance
be
the scale
you
real
gotta be
well. You
flexible.
mean? Like
Right.
um I don't make nobody feel left out. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like I can I
Yeah, because
can I can I know how how I know how my girl feel about like me being like not being my age and being like not slowed down like a dad on the couch type thing. You know what
mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand how she feel about that, but it's just like that ain't gonna never be me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
never. I tried it, man. That shit is it ain't for me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I can't do it. But what I can do is make sure I celebrate her and make sure she feel loved and make sure she taken care of.
Right.
Like it can't, you might got some bad things about me to say, but it ain't never. It can't. She can't say I ain't take care of her, or I wasn't there for, her, or I'm a bad husband
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never been that, but I am very I guess what the youngsters say outside. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
is
I would encourage you to make sure you keep a unhealthy balance with all of that.
Yeah.
Meaning, this old saying that goes, it's hard to train or teach a old dog new tricks. It's
Yeah.
hard to teach a old, like, don't get stuck in those old tricks, bro.
Yeah.
Because if
I mean,
I'm just
no, no,
I'm
no,
and
I hear you. I
I'm
hear
just
you
throwing
though.
it
I
out
hear
there.
you
I'm just
though.
throwing it out there because those are things I have to remind myself too, because I'm a workaholic, bro. Like, I'm always busy. I'm always
Right, right,
looking for
right,
there's something to do. I'm always trying to get my hands on
right,
something. I'm always looking for the next accomplishment.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have to be mindful. Like, I got a wife. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
I have to
yeah.
that's busy and
I
like to
got
do
a
things
family. I
too.
got a family.
Yeah, yeah. So
I gotta,
sometimes,
I
what I
gotta
mean, like,
take care of them.
right,
Yeah, for sure.
and I again, I'm with you because I'm like, man, like, you got a roof over your head. You ain't got
Yeah,
to worry about money. You ain't got to
yeah,
worry about this.
yeah,
I got
yeah,
you. I got you.
yeah.
But that in itself doesn't mean or equal to her being happy.
Nah,
What
nah,
that
nah. Oh
may
yeah, for
equal to,
sure.
what
They're
that may
both.
equal to, what that may equal to for us is saying you have no reason not
Yeah,
to be happy.
yeah.
That's
I
what
mean, she gonna let
I'm
you know.
saying.
She gonna let you know she ain't happy now, for
But the
sure.
question is, are we going to hear it? Because our rebuttal going to be like, "What you mean you ain't happy? What you got to worry about?"
Yeah, listening,
You
right?
feel what I'm
Listening,
saying? See, this is,
right?
and again, I don't want to be the one to talk about us as men, but when we talk about
Now
relationships,
we got
we're,
this.
we're we are a part of the relationship. We have to contribute healthy environment, healthy culture, healthy behaviors within a relationship too. Like, you used the word accountability earlier.
Yeah,
There's a level of accountability that we have to possess in a relationship too, not just providing, protecting.
yeah.
Like, we got to be loving
Yeah,
too.
you gotta be there.
You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
be there. You gotta
Yeah.
be there. You gotta
And
be.
I and
Gotta be
I'm guilty.
present.
Like, yeah, that's one of my flaws, bro. Like, I try to be conscious and,
Yeah, me too.
let my girl know I see you. You know what I mean? Oh, you look nice
Right,
today. Or, I'm
right,
at
right,
hug, or
right.
like, okay, I see you. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be mindful of that. Or, I'll say, you know what, sweetheart, like, you know what I mean? Like, take that, go shopping,
Right, right,
get yourself something
right.
nice.
For sure, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? Let me make sure I
Yeah,
see
you
you.
gotta
You know what I'm saying?
go. You gotta
Like,
go out. Go out and grab or something. Bring something.
right, right.
Just cause it's
Just
a
cut.
Friday. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm thinking about how blessed I am to have you in my life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If
for
I go to the
sure,
if I go
for
to the
sure.
store, man, if I get gas, bro, and I think about her, I'll get her something from
Yeah,
the, like,
yeah,
I'll get
yeah.
a soda, a tasty
You
cake or
gotta
something. You know what I mean?
you might gotta make
Yeah.
that call. You know, baby, you want
Any
something, you know what I'm saying?
anything, you know what I mean? Anything just to make sure that I don't fall into the
You
normalcy
know what I'm saying?
of the way we think as a
I sent
male.
breakfast money this morning.
Yeah,
I like get you
bro.
some breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. Like, the relationship norms, as you will. I'm a provider, I'm a protector. You know what I mean? I make sure you got what you need. Yeah, those are the normal things, and it's good that you can do that. And it's good that you can do that. But, we as men, and and as women, we can't do the practical things. It does not mean that it sustains the relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? The best ability is
Yeah.
flexibility. So you got to be flexible, man. You got to, sometimes you just got to,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
you got to do something a little
Yeah,
different. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That, just
I think I do that very well. That's why I don't have problems because I
same
do
here,
that
bro.
very well, man. I can do that. Like I said, compartmentalize,
Right.
man. I can balance it. It's just the fact that I just know, like, when women get older, they seem to get more humble and kind of like out the way ish,
No,
like
I
type.
don't know.
You
I
know what I'm
don't know.
saying? Like,
I don't know, bro. I can't speak on that just yet. You have to give me a little bit of time to find out
you
about that. I
know,
don't know.
but I understand it though, and I respect it though, because it's like, you know, I understand that part though. I understand it, but it's just the fact that I think when you trying to fulfill a lot of voids in life, like you missed out on and
Mm-hmm.
shit, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
like ain't you didn't complete your mission type
Mm-hmm.
thing. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot of stuff that you trying to accomplish in life. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like it can be looked at. that as you're not caring about your significant other, and you know you're not you're not including their feelings on what they think and whatnot. You know, you just kind of moving. You know, so I do get caught up in just moving sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, just not moving like a unit.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I do make mistakes like not moving like a unit because I'm just like a
Doing it.
powerhouse. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just
Trust me.
power. Sometimes I just wake up. I'm just a powerhouse. Sometimes, and ain't and I be wanting to like tell my old lady like it ain't cause like I forget. I don't never forget. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I just be moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get this job done. I'm just trying to complete this mission. I'm trying to make us better. I'm trying to
Absolutely.
get better. I'm trying to get
Absolutely.
better. I'm trying to get us living better. I'm trying to do it better. You know
Yes.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
So
Same
they
here.
can
I have
take
to.
it. A woman can take it as you not including their feelings or including their thoughts. And I'll be honest, I know why it's always said like men don't communicate because we move like
Yeah,
we'll get up
bro. We
and
got to.
zoom
Yes.
and they assume that we don't have their best interest at heart or we like yo, I never forget. I never not
But
appreciate
they don't understand is like 80% of what we do is for you.
for them, the
All we need,
family. You know
all
what
we
I'm
need is
saying? Like,
20.
oh
You know what
man,
I mean?
man, me,
It's to make your life better.
me,
You know, because I'm gonna make my life
me,
better regardless.
us 100% is about
Yes.
that because I can take care of myself. I don't
Exactly.
need much. You know what I'm saying? Cause like
Exactly.
I came from nothing. You hear me,
Yeah,
man?
bro. So
Like yo, it's
it ain't hard for us
it's
to go back to
nothing.
nothing, bro. Cause
It's
I've been there. I already know.
It's nothing for
Yes,
me to eat a pack of noodles,
bro. Come
peanut butter
on.
and jelly
Yes,
sandwich,
sir.
tuna
Yes, sir.
sandwich.
That's right.
It's
That's
nothing
right.
for me.
Nothing.
You know what I'm
Nothing.
saying?
Exactly.
But my son told me a couple weeks ago, bro. He's like, yo, he's like, man, I just know you for balling. I like, cuz that's for y'all.
Right.
Like, look, my pops came down here and visited me some months ago. That's all I do. That's all I know how to do is ball because I want my family to ball. Like,
Right.
I do it for the family. I don't do it for
Right.
me. I don't be secluded in me and be just like, oh, this all my shit. Like,
Right. Right.
my sons, my wife, that anybody can tell you like, cause I throw feasts, my nigga, like lamb chops, all the food you can eat forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
cause I didn't have that growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe my family got together and we did a family thing, shit
Right.
like that. But I'm talking about one single man just
Right.
doing it like it is. And I be messing with Uncle Kenny and Lil Kenny and them. I FaceTime them niggas. I have a goddamn slab on the grill, and I be like, y'all niggas ain't balling like me. You heard me? Cause
Right.
I never had that. I never had that growing up.
Right.
So I was like, yo, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for the fam. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I'm gonna let them ball out.
Right.
So
Yeah, same here, bro.
if I
Same
got
here.
it, it's really just all theirs. Cause
Yeah.
I honestly I don't need all that.
Yo,
But
and
I do want them.
not
I do
not
want
on,
them to
not
grow
only
up, and
that,
I do
and
want them to see like this what a man's supposed to do. You know
right,
what I'm
but
saying?
and not only did we not grow up with all those things, we can actually say we had everything we wanted.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like we went
Yeah.
through that season when we had money, we had cars, we had women. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't missing out on really nothing, to be honest with
Nah.
you. Like
Nah.
if we sit on here and start like reminiscing and start digging into it, bruh, I'm
That's
just saying.
what I'm
I
saying.
like
So I'm
I
an older.
like
So
I don't even know how I made it,
that's what I'm
bruh. I probably should have like
saying. Like,
50,000 kids, bruh.
I'm
I should be
older.
locked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm older like that now, and I'm just like, yo, I just want everybody to be good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So
Exactly.
sometimes I know it can get stressful because, you know, like women take stuff like real to heart. Like you can, you know, like something on the car could break down or something, and she be upset or something like that, or you know, like man, that ain't nothing. Like that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
get handled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they don't understand how you take stuff so lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
get mad and you just don't like it makes it kind of gives off like you don't care, and it's like I care, but it's not a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Right.
gonna get handled because I handle shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right. Right.
it
Right.
is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like and I think that's where a lot of I understand where a woman might come through like communication wise. Like
Right.
they don't think I'm a good communicator. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't communicate well when it comes to just be like holding on to stuff that's to me not really necessary because I came up hard. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why I'm bringing
Mm-hmm.
that to that. Like I came up hard, so having things, man, like yo, they come and go. You know what I'm saying? So when you used to when you used to like not knowing so much, and then when you come to a point where you meet somebody like me and like, man, that nigga probably know too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm not stressed about that. The
Mm-hmm.
car broke down, get a new one, or
Mm-hmm.
you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You don't
Mm-hmm.
like this house, we get a new one. You hear me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I don't show no pressure.
Right.
So it's kind of like I'm not sympathetic, and I'm probably not though. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not really like a sympathetic person. Like you know what I'm
No,
saying? Like I don't.
it's not that. It's just when you go through things in life, and as you get older, and you gain wisdom,
Yeah.
you share that wisdom. It's not that you're not empathetic. Empathetic. You just know that your stance be like, if I made it, you can
Yeah.
make it. You know, pull yourself
Right.
together. All right,
Right.
do
That
what you need
kind
to
of
do, but
yeah.
pull yourself together and get
That kind
going.
of
Like sitting here
harsh
crying,
talk. You know
yeah,
what I'm
like sitting
saying?
here
Instead of
crying
sitting
and
around
that ain't gonna
crying
do
and
nothing. Get up and get
yeah,
moving. No, so it's not about being
I'm that kind of
empathetic. You can
communicator,
be
cuz.
sympathetic, but empathy from a male to male
Right.
standpoint, that you only get a little bit. You don't need to
Yeah,
be
I'm
like,
like,
oh
man, get
man,
over
I
that.
understand.
Yeah.
I got you, bruh. All right, all right, all right, bruh.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's get up. Let's
I'm
go.
like
Like
that.
we men, we ain't
Man, I
got
ain't got
time for all this, bro. Like,
time.
let's
Let's
go.
get
Nah,
over.
man.
I'm
Like, no,
over it. I'm over it in 2 seconds, cuz you hear me?
yeah,
Like
and not
I didn't.
only that, and that you ain't got that much time for hearing excuses, bro.
Yeah,
Like, don't give me a whole bunch of reasons why you ain't get it done.
yeah.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Get over the
Get it
hurdle.
done.
Fight
Get it
through it.
done. That's
Go. You
exactly
know what
what
I'm
I
saying?
tell my
Like, we ain't
son,
got time.
yo. I
Mm-mm.
gotta tell him like 4, 5 times about something. I'll be like, yo, when my moms used to tell me something, was either get it or get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
It wasn't telling you 10 times,
Right.
and I'm still looking at something, and I'm like, yo, you ain't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand that way of thinking because I came up like, yo, you got to get it done.
Yeah.
It ain't no way around it. You know what
No,
I'm
ain't
saying? Ain't
nowhere,
nobody gonna
nowhere
be
around
coming.
it.
It ain't nobody gonna be there for you. Ain't nobody gonna have your back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna appreciate you. Like none of that. No, you got to get it done yourself.
Right.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like so, I am a bad communicator when it comes to being, like you say, sympathy and empathetic and all, like
You're as you get older, you'll get a little softer, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm already old as shit. You heard me? I'm already old as shit. I don't have it in my. I don't have a bone in my body. I try. I
You
try,
try, man.
yo. My pops be
Yeah.
trying. Yo, my pops be trying me, man, and I be like, yo, I don't
Uncle
feel
Tony
it.
say, Uncle Tony's like, you gotta calm down, you gotta
I
relax,
be
bro.
like, cause our pops, I don't feel it. You hear me?
Uncle
Like
Tony
I don't
crazy.
feel it. I can't feel it because I don't got no feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate that though. I
Hmm.
hate it. I hate it, yo. But I just been through so much and seen so much, yo. I don't got no empathy, yo. I don't got no feelings. Like I don't. It's hard for me to have feelings, bro. Like
I think different scenarios will call for different emotions from you.
yeah,
So not I don't think that is holistically who you are.
yeah,
I think there's certain situations that will not allow you to have someone cry or moan or
right,
complain about certain
right,
situations. And then there's other circumstances where you can demonstrate empathy, not sympathy.
Right.
Empathy.
Empathy.
Empathy just means you just I understand.
Right.
Okay, cool. Not that you don't feel sorry for them, you just understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
so I mean,
see. I have understanding because I just
right?
don't have
That's
the
empathy,
empathy. I
right?
don't have the empathy.
Sympathy.
I don't
You mean sympathy? You don't
sympathy.
have the
Oh,
sympathy,
sympathy.
right? The
Sympathy.
sympathy is like, oh, come on, we gonna
Right.
be you know what I mean? Like I ain't
So
got time for all that.
empathy is what?
Empathy is like you understand it, you pursuing the understanding of the person's situation, right?
So you,
You're not being dismissive. You're like, okay, let me hear you out. All right, cool. I understand what you're saying.
I
All right,
probably don't
cool.
want to hear you
That's
out sometimes.
yeah, you do, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, cuz.
Let me tell you why you do. Because you got wisdom, bro. So you want to spit the wisdom out. So wisdom goes with the empathy. Behavior goes with sympathy. Sympathy is just when you be like someone
Right.
like, all right, bro, come and cry on my shoulder. All right, bro, come on. All right, you know that's what sympathy is. Like I feel
Nah,
sorry for you. I'm gonna do this for
yeah,
you. I'm gonna walk with you. Like, nah, I ain't got time for the empathy. Is like I'm a seek to understand what you're going through, but we got to keep it moving though.
yeah,
Like
okay,
it's just we gonna keep it moving.
okay.
Sympathy is like really just crying on the shoulder with them.
Right,
Oh come on, you know what I mean? Like that's what
right.
I'm talking about. But look, bro, it's 9:30. I got I got to put my youngest in the tub.
Hey, I can dig it, man. I can
But
dig.
we got on here because we missed Thursday. We just want to spark the energy, man. Let
Yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thursdays at 7 o'clock, man. We're going live. We're going to try to hit on all social media platforms. We're trying to get enough followers, man, so we can get live on TikTok, man, so we can have some panel
Yeah,
discussions,
yeah,
man. We can bring some
yeah.
more people in here. So
We had quite a few people jump up on here.
yeah, all
So
right, cool. So tell them hit that, follow us on TikTok, follow
yeah.
us, get people to follow us, so we can get
Next
enough
month,
people.
man. I'm gonna try to get up there next month, man.
All right, so we can do
Yeah,
something live, man. Let me
so we
know.
can do something
Choose a
live,
date so,
man.
so I
Do
can set
something at
up,
the
get a
studio.
studio. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
we can call your dad, Uncle Tony, see if we can get into that
Yeah, yeah.
studio, man.
Well, we gonna have to do that, man. I'm thinking about it like the end of next month, man. I'm gonna have to.
All right. If not, we can do it at my
All
house.
right. Yeah, that's a
Either
bet.
way, we can put it down. I
That's
can
a bet.
pull out the mics,
We'll
get
get
the
some.
lights, everything
Yeah,
set
we're
up.
gonna get some food and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on,
We're
let's
gonna
go.
break some bread and
Even if
all
we don't
that.
do that, maybe we can go, go to the plaza and rent a room or something. Get that presidential suite, lay that thing out.
Yeah, we might get some
Get a little
family.
audience and stuff. Yeah,
We might get some family around us. I
that's
know
what I'm
Dale gonna come
saying.
through.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Let us watch us do our
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right,
All right,
cuz. Love
bro.
you, man. Holla at
Man,
me.
love you too,
All
dog.
right,
Let's
well,
go. All right, preaching the gangster, guys. See y'all
yeah, we
later.
out, man.